Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Patrick Mahomes and the Washington football team versus Joe Burrow and the Atlanta Falcons.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington football team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's third down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Hines. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
First and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Burrow on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This is unbelievable.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, Burrow. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, that's good for a 1st down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Now Mahomes, and this is going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
This is Hines. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Now Burrow. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Burrow going to keep this one. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And the big guy.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Anthony Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Here's Hines. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score on garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Marcus Davenport, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Makes the score Falcons 17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hansen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. This is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
What's the deal, dog?
So that one will be accepted. Washington going to send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Joe Burrow sacked.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Going up top for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Anthony Miller saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Is good.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They run with Hines. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Bradley Bradley Chubb coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Dante Fowler. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now it's Hines. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
4th down and 1.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Hines. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's taken in by Hansen, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Set to kick off.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. A pass there over the middle to start things out, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And a big loss pass here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, spinning away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's what looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Josh Williams.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hanson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Now Burrow.
6-yard line.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Falcons on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Washington.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hansen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Mahomes. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Fired down.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now it's Burrow. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. One final try from Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hansen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.